Helmut's face is a twisted mask, his eyes blazing with fury. Darien, his sword saint mentor, stands before him. The human world is a far cry from the demonic beast forest where Helmut was raised. He still doesn't understand why he's here or what's happening, but one thing is clear: he won't back down. What happens if Helmut decides to take Darien's words to heart? Will he be able to overcome his primal nature, or will it consume him? Helmut's world has been turned upside down. He's been living in the demonic beast forest for as long as he can remember. Darien's words spark a chain reaction within him. He recalls the countless battles, the endless struggle to survive. Now he's being offered a new chance. But at what cost? Helmut still doesn't understand what's happening or why this human wants to return him to the world of humans. Can he trust Darien? What if this is just another attempt to prey on the weak?
Grow stronger if you want to get out of here.
The words cut deep into Helmut's psyche, but he can't deny the hunger burning within. Helmut's eyes are fixed on Darien, the sword saint. The old man's words have ignited a spark within him. He's determined to grow stronger and leave this forest behind. But a seed of doubt has been planted. What if Darien's words are just a ploy to keep him trapped? What if there are consequences to leaving that he can't even imagine? Darien's calm demeanor is starting to make Helmut uneasy.
Stop playing games with me.
Helmut's hands are clenched into fists. He's about to take a step forward when he hesitates, thinking about the old man's words.
Helmut stumbles upon a mysterious figure who reveals the dark truth behind his connection to the demonic forest, shattering his perceptions of reality. Helmut's fragile sense of self begins to crumble as he grapples with the revelation, struggling to reconcile his existence with the evil forces that surround him, his identity hanging precariously in the balance. Kugi's words still echoing in his mind. Helmut now knows he's not alone in this forsaken world, but the question remains: who else is hiding in the shadows, and what do they want from him?
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Kai's getting frustrated, his emotions running hot. He's not understanding Darien's intentions. His voice rises in anger. Did you live like this too? It's way too dirty here. The forest is a harsh environment, and Kai's struggling to adapt. He feels like he's being held back. So you want to keep living in this forest? Kai takes another bite, senses something is off, and looks at Darien with frustration. He's starting to wonder what Darien wants from him. Kai's eyes narrow, and he growls. What do you mean I need to eat these weird plants? That's got nothing to do with getting water. What does that have to do with me getting water? Darien's tone is firm, and Kai can sense a hint of amusement. Kai's face twists in anger, and he spits out, "You're tormenting me a bit too much, don't you think? You're making me do ridiculous chores for days." He's been making me do weird chores for days now. Long isn't he tormenting me a bit too much? Whoa, Alaga, what are you doing? Trying to be funny? Darien's words cut deep, and Kai's frustration boils over. Kai's chest heaves, and he takes a step forward, his eyes blazing. You told me I'm not a demonic beast, so I have to go to the human world. Now you're saying I'll be stronger if I stay here. Kai sees a sword for the first time. It's massive, with an intricately carved hilt. He reaches out a tentative hand, and his fingers brush against the blade. His eyes light up with a fire that's almost feral. Darien watches, a mix of curiosity and wariness on his face. He's thinking about how to teach Kai to wield it without cutting himself to shreds.
What is this?
Kai's eyes never leave the sword as he responds. He's already calculating the balance, the weight, the potential for destruction. But there's something more, a spark of recognition that goes beyond mere curiosity.
Helmut lunges forward, his eyes ablaze with a fierce determination, as he finally unleashes a powerful swing with his makeshift sword, sending Claw 7 reeling backward in a desperate bid for survival. Helmut's eyes well up with tears as the weight of his newfound understanding crushes him. The brutal truth that his memories are false and his entire world a lie threatening to consume him whole.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. The child's eyes snap open, and an explosion of power erupts from the depths of his soul. He realizes he's been living like an animal for too long. His gaze turns fierce, like a predator sensing its prey. The demonic beasts that raised him are nowhere to be seen, but the memory of their lessons lingers. This boy is no longer a prey. He's a predator, and he's hungry.
I want to get out of here.
The words of the stranger echo within him, fueling his desire to escape. But what if this is more than just a chance encounter? What if it changes everything? The story's just begun, and Helmut's about to unleash a storm. Darian's words just fueled Helmut's fire, but now he's got to navigate this treacherous new environment on his own. The question is, will he be able to control his instincts and learn to walk on two legs? The mysterious piece of wood is still glowing, drawing Helmut in like a magnet. This object might be the key to unlocking his true potential. But what's the catch? Helmut's eyes widen as he reaches out a hesitant hand, his body trembling with anticipation. Darian's words just fueled Helmut's fire, but now he's got to navigate this treacherous new environment on his own.
Darian, the Sword Saint, enters the scene. He's the first human Helmut has ever met, and their encounter will change Helmut's fate forever. Darian's words cut through the air, and Helmut's gaze snaps back to him. Darian slams his fist onto the ground, sending a shockwave through the trees. Helmut's instincts tell him to react, but he holds back. He doesn't understand Darian's intentions.
What's wrong with you?
Helmut's eyes narrow, and he takes a step forward, ready to defend himself against Darian. Darian's words are laced with authority, and Helmut feels a spark of recognition within him. He senses that Darian is not just any human. He has power and knowledge beyond his wildest imagination. Helmut's power surges out of control as he discovers the truth about his abilities, setting him on a catastrophic collision course with his friends and the forces that created him. The weight of Helmut's newfound identity crushes him, leaving him questioning everything he thought he knew about himself and his place in the world, shattering his already fragile sense of self-worth. As Helmut's world teeters on the brink of chaos, a chilling prophecy echoes through the shadows. Dong, dong, a mysterious countdown that hints at a catastrophic reckoning that will change everything.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Naho's got her eyes locked on Helmut, and she's not happy about something. It's clear she's the leader around here, and she's not having him steal the spotlight. Helmut's being treated like a precious thing. She's not going to let anyone hurt him. He's not even a part of her livestock yet, but she's already wary of having new additions. Her grip on reality is tenuous, and the thought of more mouths to feed is unsettling. She's gonna make sure Helmut understands his place, and fast.
I see. You didn't treat me like that.
Naho's intrigued, but she's not going to let her guard down. She's sizing Helmut up, trying to understand what makes him tick. He's got a fire in his belly, and she can sense it. She's gonna test him, see how he reacts under pressure. Helmut's trying to stay calm, but Naho's got him on edge. She's waiting for him to slip up, to reveal his true intentions. You! Naho's got Helmut right where she wants him, but she's not gonna let her guard down. She's sizing him up, trying to understand what makes him tick. Helmut's trying to stay calm, but Naho's got him on edge.
Naho's trying to keep Helmut in check, but he's not listening. He's hungry for more, and that means danger.
You need to be careful of such things.
And what things might those be? Exactly what Naho's afraid Helmut will find out. Helmut's eager to learn, to catch up on the things he's missed. But Naho's not going to make it easy. She's got secrets to keep, and she's not about to let Helmut get close.
There's no helping it. You're still young.
Naho's got the power, but Helmut's got the drive. He's not going to let her push him around, and he's not going to back down. The two of them clash in a flurry of blows, their power and energy radiating across the forest. The other creatures watch in awe as the battle rages on. Naho's starting to get frustrated. Helmut's not going to give up. She summons another blast of power, but Helmut's ready this time. He blocks the attack, and the two of them exchange blows in a burst of sparks. The battle's far from over. The key action or twist of this chapter unfolds in vivid chaos as Helmut's powers rage out of control, unleashing a maelstrom of destruction that threatens to consume everything in its path. Helmut's desperate struggle for control has left him emotionally drained, forcing him to confront the harsh reality that his own abilities are a curse, a constant reminder of his isolation and despair. The chapter concludes with a heart-stopping cliffhanger as Helmut's powers surge to new heights, leaving him precariously perched on the edge of a devastating transformation that could forever alter the course of his destiny. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Helmut's body is a powerhouse of energy. His hands are raw and burning with the need to grasp for something. Grow stronger if you want to get out of here, or so Darien said. Now, the boy's focus is squarely on training in Vis. Darien senses an opportunity to refine Helmut's abilities, but the cost may come at a steep price. What holds him back now is his own body's limitations. If Helmut can master his internal energy, he'll be unstoppable, but will he be human still?
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Helmut wants his will to be free from the demonic beasts, but his body is still a prisoner of its instincts.
Your will. His eyes are still feral, screaming for escape.
The question is, will he ever break free? Helmut's growth is incredible, but he's still got that seed of darkness. Will he ever break free? His hands won't stop moving, and he checks the exit twice. It's clear he's not fully in control of his actions. His breaths come in short bursts as if he's in a desperate struggle.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Helmut's sword crashes down, an inch from Darien's throat, as the young warrior's eyes lock in a fierce, desperate warning. Surrender or die. Darien's composure is shattered, his grip on control faltering as he's forced to confront Helmut's brutal, unforgiving nature. The boy he once knew is all but lost to darkness. The silence that follows is oppressive, heavy with tension, as Helmut's gaze pierces the air, his next move hanging precariously in the balance, leaving Darien's fate hanging by a thread.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Helmut's eyes gleam in the darkness of the forest, his massive sword at the ready. This is freedom, the chance to break out of this demonic beast sanctuary. He's been here his entire life. The thought is intoxicating, to leave this place behind and forge a new path.
I am no longer a prey. I am now a predator.
The beast's words hang in the air, a battle cry that shakes the leaves. The divine barrier isn't as weak as I think it is. What's waiting for me on the other side? A new world, full of possibilities and perils. The weight of my decisions settles heavy in my chest, like a ticking time bomb. The beast's words hang in the air, a battle cry that shakes the leaves. The divine barrier isn't as weak as I think it is. What's waiting for me on the other side? A new world, full of possibilities and perils. The weight of my decisions settles heavy in my chest, like a ticking time bomb. If you want more daily recaps, hit that subscribe button now. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. Oh man, we're getting into it now, folks. In this beat, we've got Helmut, still riding high from his confrontation with the beast, feeling like he's finally in control. He takes a glance, a sly movement of the eyes, like a hunter calculating prey. What does he see? He needs it, a treasured item for the future, something to make him stronger on the outside world. Dorian hands it to him, a gift, a reminder of his time with the beasts. What blocks him? The weight of his past, the uncertainty of his future. What happens? He receives the gift, his eyes locking onto it, and for a moment, everything else fades away. What is the cost? The cost is unknown, but one thing is certain: his life will never be the same. I might need it when you get out of here.
Helmut's long-held secret is brutally exposed, leaving him shattered as his closest ally turns against him, forcing a desperate confrontation with the very darkness he's been trying to escape. Helmut's trust is snapped in two, the weight of his betrayal crushing him as he's forced to confront the emptiness within himself. His emotions torn asunder by the one person he thought he could rely on. Margaret's true intentions hang precariously in the balance, as she stands at the precipice of making a choice that will decide not only her fate, but also that of the fragile alliance between Helmut and the mysterious forces manipulating her every move.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Who is there? A being of immense power that can change the course of history. What they want: unleash a catastrophic force that could change the planet forever. His hands are trembling with anticipation. His eyes gleam with an otherworldly power. The air around him distorts, as if reality itself is bending to accommodate his energy. A power so immense, so reckless, that it will reshape the very fabric of this world. The stage is set for a reckoning unlike anything the world has seen, and Helmut stands at the precipice, poised to unleash a maelstrom that will leave nothing but destruction in its wake. What is the cost? If he succeeds, the consequences will be unfathomable. Helmut's in a tight spot, with Naho's sinister plans closing in around him. The suspense is killing him, and he's desperate for a way out. Helmut, the forsaken child. Helmut's confidence is about to be shattered. He's been living like a beast for so long, he's starting to forget what it's like to be human. But Naho is about to bring him back to reality. She's the one who controls the human farm, and Helmut's just a tool in her game. He's not sure what she wants, but he's about to find out. His hands are clenched into fists, and his eyes are fixed on Naho.
Stop. You're wrong.
Helmut's instincts scream at him to defend himself, but Naho's words have him frozen. He's not sure what's true and what's false anymore. Naho's sinister tone has him on edge, and he's desperate for answers.
As Helmut's darkest past converges with his present, an ancient power awakens within him, threatening to consume everything in its path, and the fragile balance shatters. Helmut's newfound hope is brutally extinguished as he's forced to confront the harsh reality of his own vulnerability, leaving him with a deep sense of loss and trepidation about his future. Karga's sinister intentions remain shrouded in mystery as he toys with Helmut, dangling the prospect of power and succession, leaving Helmut's fragile trust hanging precariously in the balance.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Helmut's got his back against the wall, literally. He's trying to get out of this demonic forest, but the energy's got him cornered. He knows his time is running out. His hands are shaking, and his eyes are fixed on the horizon. He's desperate to escape, but every exit is sealed. He thinks about Darian's words, but they're no longer reassuring. They're a reminder of what he's lost. The forest, the beasts, the only life he's ever known is gone. Now, he's left with the threat of being torn apart by the very power that once nurtured him. His mind is racing with the possibilities.
I am no longer a prey. I am now a predator.
The words are like a spark to a match. Helmut's resolve ignites, and he charges forward, ready to take on whatever's waiting for him. What will he face next? Helmut's instincts scream for flight, the demonic energy is rising, and his territory is at risk. Darian's advice echoes in his mind. Grow stronger if you want to get out of here, but fleeing is a luxury he can no longer afford. His enemies are closing in. What does he do now?
Stop. You're wrong.
Helmut charges forward, his resolve ignited by the thrill of the hunt. He has one goal: eliminate his target, the one person who's been pushing him to the edge. Helmut's world has turned against him. The forest energy is shifting, and demonic energy is pouring in, threatening his territory. His instincts scream to strike back, but he's acutely aware of past mistakes. He needs to escape.
Just slashing it, I won't save you.
Helmut charges forward, his blade slicing towards the demonic creature. He focuses on its weak point, his movements swift and precise. The air is charged with tension as their blades clash. The creature's roar shatters the air as Helmut's sword bites deep into its side. He doesn't give it a chance to counterattack. His chest heaves as he unleashes a brutal slash, aiming to sever the creature's leg. But at what cost? Helmut's true nature is brutally ripped away, revealing a monstrous figure as the dark forces within him now fully consume his being, shattering any last hope of redemption. The emotional toll of this revelation is crushing for Helmut, whose fragile grip on humanity is mercilessly torn away, leaving him a haunted shell of his former self, drowning in an ocean of despair. A menacing presence closes in, sensing Helmut's broken state, and a voice whispers a haunting promise, leaving his fate hanging precariously in the balance as the darkness within him continues its merciless ascent.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. As we meet Helmut in the demonic beast forest, it's clear he's been living with the demonic beasts for a while. But what makes him stand out is his unwavering will, despite being a child. He's fierce, and he's got his eyes set on survival. The air is thick with tension as he sizes up his surroundings, sensing danger lurking in every corner. His instincts scream at him to be cautious, but his curiosity gets the better of him.
We have to be quiet.
His senses are heightened as the area, his eyes darting between the trees, and his ears picking up every sound. The forest seems to be shifting, the trees looming closer, and the air thickening with an otherworldly energy. Helmut's power overflows, and the ground cracks beneath his feet. Everyone around him is thrown back, but Helmut stands tall, his golden light illuminating the darkening landscape. Helmut stands his ground, a sneer on his face as he glares at Siano or Lanu, as the name is unclear. He's goading the being, daring it to try and stop him from escaping the forest. His hands rest on the hilt of his sword, a habitual gesture that betrays his confidence. He's desperate to break free, and Siano's words are like gasoline on a fire. They fan the flames of Helmut's determination. He's smart, and he knows exactly what he's doing. Siano may hold power, but Helmut's got something Siano doesn't: a burning need to escape. What blocks them? Siano's power and the barrier that separates the forest from the outside world.
The divine barrier shatters as Helmut's true nature is revealed, unleashing a torrent of dark energy that threatens to engulf everything in its path with unrelenting fury. A crucial secret is unearthed, exposing the tangled web of lies and deception that has haunted Alaga, leaving her reeling with a crushing sense of vulnerability and shattered trust. The fate of the village hangs precariously in the balance as the true intentions of the mysterious newcomer are left ominously unclear, their malevolent presence casting a dark shadow over the already fragile community.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.
Tanya refuses to listen, and Helmut's conviction is starting to crumble. He's so thirsty he can taste it. His eyes burn from the dry air, and his legs tremble with each step. His entire world is collapsing around him. Suddenly, Tanya stops, and for the first time, she looks concerned.
I told you. I was serious.
Is this a sign of hope, or just a momentary reprieve? Helmut stumbles, and his world starts crashing down. He's desperate, thirsty, and blind. Suddenly, Tanya spots him and asks,
Do I remember anything at all? Helmut's eyes flash with recognition, and he manages to mumble.
My name and...
Helmut's eyes lock onto the scrawny guy, who's now standing right in front of him. That guy's gaze is intense, almost Hungry, Helmut tries to remember what happened yesterday, but his memories are hazy. The guy's words, "When I found you in the water, you resembled a corpse." Helmut is torn between his divine heritage and humanity as an eerie, masked figure emerges, foreshadowing an impending catastrophe that threatens to consume him. Helmut's desperate quest for purification has left him emotionally drained, his fragile bond with his friends frayed, and his sense of identity in tatters, forever changed by the weight of his dark past. As the masked figure lurks in the shadows, Helmut's fate hangs precariously in the balance, his future reduced to a chilling choice: surrender to his divine power or risk everything for a chance at redemption.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Helmut's legs are still shaking, but his eyes tell a different story. He's been running from something, but now he's starting to tire. That means he's human, but something about him is off. His body is already showing signs of exhaustion, but his face is a mask of calm. He looks like he's been through this before, but that's impossible. This is his first time in the human world. His legs won't stop moving, and his breathing is getting harder. He's no longer in the forest, but the instinct to flee is still there.
Stop.
And the carriage behind him is gaining speed. It's his only chance at catching up to...
With no pressing business until tomorrow, the doctor decides to suggest someone for Helmut to duel with, a skilled mercenary named Tanya, who's a silver medalist. This is a big deal in the human world, and Helmut is already interested.
Tanya, a rank silver medal mercenary. A person of that caliber is apparently quite respected in the human world.
This will be a great test of Helmut's skills.
Stop. You're wrong.
Kai keeps pace with Tanya, his eyes locked on her as they engage in a rapid-fire exchange. He's no longer the underdog. He's found a rhythm that suits him. The conversation is now about who can sustain the pressure longer. Tanya's not giving an inch, and Kai's not yielding either. I'm Fien, the captain of the Pace Mercenary Corps, and a rank gold medal mercenary. Fien's words give Kai a glimmer of hope. He remembers Darian's words, "Grow stronger if you want to get out of here." He's been living like a beast, but now he's adapting to the human world. The stakes are higher, and the competition is fierce. He realizes he's made progress, but the next challenge awaits. I'm not just a prey anymore. I'm becoming the predator I was meant to be.
Helmut's eyes widen in terror as Fien's men close in, their swords flashing in the dim light of the carriage, threatening to unleash chaos at every turn. Tanya's warm smile crumbles as she watches Helmut fall, his fragile recovery shattered by the brutal revelation of Fien's true intentions, leaving her desperate to protect him from harm. As the carriage speeds through the night, Tanya's heart racing with every snap of the reins, she's left with a haunting question. Will she be able to keep Helmut safe from Fien and his ruthless mercenaries?
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Helmut wants to show off his skills in battle, but he's still recovering from a previous fight. The current Helmut is, in his own words, definitely weak.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
But what's holding him back from reaching his full potential? The pressure of meeting Sir Miles' expectations, perhaps, or his own self-doubt. These guys must be from the Tariq Mercenary Corps. They're sizing up Helmut, checking if he's got what it takes. One of them spots Helmut staring and sneers, trying to get under his skin. The others close in, forming a semicircle around him. They're itching for a fight.
Helmut's eyes narrow as he processes the information. He thinks back to his encounter with Darian, the Sword Saint. This is almost the same, sizing each other up, preparing for battle.
I guess comparing your strength with your opponent is the same for both humans and demonic beasts.
The mercenaries exchange glances, seemingly confused by Helmut's sudden calm. They're not expecting him to think this through. One of the mercenaries takes a step forward, hand on the hilt of their sword. They're trying to provoke Helmut, but he's not taking the bait.
Is the leader of their group the human who spoke just now? He didn't look very strong.
The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
Helmut's grip on reality falters as dark memories and fragmented visions converge, threatening to consume him entirely in a maelstrom of confusion and despair. Helmut's desperate attempts to cling to his shattered identity leave him reeling, stripped of the one thing he held dear, the semblance of control over his own fate. As the truth about his past relationship with the mysterious figure begins to unravel, Helmut is left staring into an abyss of uncertainty, with the stakes of his very sanity hanging precariously in the balance.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. He's been living in the wild for 3 days, and these mercenaries won't give him a moment's peace. Every single day, they're testing him, pushing him to his limits. I'm gonna go crazy from anger. It's barely been 3 days. How can they harass me without even skipping a day? Helmut realizes something's off.
If Phineas is correct, these guys are rank and Helmut should be able to handle them. He's going on the defense, but he's ready to attack when the time is right. The confrontation with the mercenaries continues. Helmut's instincts scream at him to defend, but he can't pinpoint who's attacking. The Pace mercenary corps members close in, their hands on their hilts. The leader, a burly man with a scar above his left eyebrow, orders them to draw their swords. Helmut's eyes dart between the mercenaries, his body tense and ready. Darien, the sword saint, tells Helmut to focus on recovering. Every bit of strength counts. Helmut tries to push through, but his body is still recovering from the ordeal. He focuses on his body, trying to get his strength back. Phew, is this enough for today? Is it ever enough? Will Helmut ever be satisfied with his progress? Helmut realizes the problem. He's not recovered enough to continue training. The life force energy is still not flowing properly. He knows this, but it's infuriating. His body is still weak, still holding him back. My vis still isn't coming out. I guess I haven't recovered enough to lose vis.
The mercenary's words still echo in his mind. Grow stronger if you want to get out of here. Helmut's determination grows with each passing moment. He will find a way out of this forest, no matter what it takes. His words are laced with a sense of resolve.
My town has some great dark beer. How about we go there with some fried chicken? The figure's words send a shiver down Helmut's spine.
But there's something that doesn't quite add up. Something that makes him wonder if this is more than just a chance encounter. Helmut's instincts scream at him to defend himself. The figure's laughter echoes through the air like a challenge.
Helmut's rage erupts as he's relentlessly harassed by rank users, their attacks mounting with an almost vicious precision that pushes him closer to the edge of sanity. The weight of Helmut's losses crushes him, each defeat chipping away at his confidence, as he's forced to confront the harsh reality that his skills are not enough to secure victory, leaving him battered and bruised. The true horror unfolds as the seed of darkness within Helmut begins to stir, an ominous sign that his corruption is accelerating, threatening to consume him whole and unleash a catastrophic reckoning.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. The woods are silent. A child's cry echoes through the trees. Then the sound of demonic beasts. A young boy with pointed ears and a shaved head charges through the underbrush. He's on the hunt. His breath comes in short bursts. Then his jaw locks. He steps forward anyway. The child's eyes are wild, and his tiny fists are clenched. He's no longer a prey. He's a predator.
Grow stronger if you want to get out of here.
The boy's gaze fixes on something in the distance. Something that shouldn't be there. The boy approaches a group of mercenaries, his footsteps unsteady, but his grip on his makeshift spear firm. Helmut's eyes flash with a fierce determination. He's won. But the cost is clear. His health is below %, and he knows he can't keep this up much longer. He needs to find a way to recover, or he'll be the one who gets preyed on. Helmut's gaze falls upon a figure watching him from the edge of the clearing. Someone he knows. Someone who shouldn't be here. The mercenaries' leader steps forward, a mix of shock and awe on his face. He's never seen anyone like Helmut before, and he's not sure what to make of him. He takes a step forward, his eyes locked on Helmut, but he doesn't say a word. Helmut is hiding even if his vis returns, but he should hide in crowded places. The power of his darkness seed must remain a secret. If people think his power has something to do with the seed of darkness, things might get dangerous.
Stop. You're thinking of that past.
Helmut's desperate journey teeters on the edge as he confronts the darkness within. But will the seed of evil consume him completely, shattering what's left of his humanity? The weight of his actions crushes Helmut as he grapples with the realization that others see him as a monster. A creature driven by darkness, fueling his self-loathing and tormenting his fragile soul. Darian's ominous words hang in the air. The outside people think, as long as one has the seed of darkness, they'll definital, leaving Helmut's fate precariously balanced on the knife's edge of redemption or damnation.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Helmut's instincts are screaming at him. He needs to recover his vis quickly, or he's back to being prey. Every fiber of his being is craving the warmth of the beast's presence. It's a comforting feeling, one that reminds him of the only home he's ever known.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
His hands begin to move, searching for the familiar sensations that come with using his viscount. It's like a dance, a delicate balance of power and control. His fingers twitch, and he feels the vis responding to his touch. It's about to get better, a lot better. Helmut's instincts scream at him to defend himself, but he's not sure what's going on. The mercenary, a tough-looking man, sneers at him. If you're a human, then live like one, not a demonic beast. What does this guy want? He looks like he wants to teach Helmut a lesson. Helmut refuses to admit defeat. I'm not a beast. I'm a human.
Stop. You're wrong.
But the mercenary just laughs, a cold, calculating sound. PFF. Pwahaha. Ah, who's there? It's the mercenary Helmut has been fighting. What does he want? To take down Helmut and claim victory? What blocks him? Helmut's unrelenting ferocity. What happens? The mercenary swings wildly at Helmut. The consequences, Helmut feels his body ache from the impact. Helmut's vision blurs as he sees blood on the mercenary's face. He's not sure what just happened, but he knows he's hurt someone. And in that moment, the mercenary looks like he's about to give up. But that's not the end of this fight.
Helmut unleashes a devastating blow, crushing Udal's defenses as the air is drained from the arena, leaving the crowd stunned by the sheer ferocity of his assault. Tanya's eyes widen in anguish as Helmut's actions rip apart their fragile bond, her heart heavy with the realization that her brother's ferocity may be her greatest weakness, not her strength. As the dust settles, Udal's agonized screams hang in the air, leaving a haunting question. Will Helmut stop at nothing to claim victory, even if it means sacrificing those he once called friends?
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.
You think you can beat me? Brian, Helmut's determination is evident in his posture, his weight shifted forward. He takes a step closer, his eyes narrowing. His rival's words only fuel his desire to prove himself. No more playing nice, he growls, his voice low. Grow stronger if you want to get out of here.
His rival, seemingly trying to make amends, says, "All right, please do that, Miles." But the tension between the two mercenary corps is still palpable. Hugh. The air between the mercenary corps is really bad. Helmut is now the predator, but his confidence is at risk. He's fighting multiple enemies, and they're targeting his flank. He won't last long if he doesn't change his strategy. He assesses the situation and adjusts his stance, anticipating the next attack. His instincts take over, and he starts to counterattack, aiming for the weak points of his opponents. His movements are lightning fast, but the sheer number of enemies is taking its toll.
Not bad, kid, but you're not out of the woods yet.
One moment of hesitation, and the tide of the battle could turn. Helmut spots an opportunity to take a breather and recover.
Helmut, once a merciless fighter, now stumbles upon the mercy he had long denied to others. His grip on reality begins to slip, and his eyes hold a glimmer of desperation that was previously absent. The emotional toll of witnessing the mercenary's request and his subsequent apology weighs heavily on Helmut's conscience, causing a deep-seated vulnerability to rise to the surface, threatening to shatter his stoic facade. As the enemy closes in, the group's rear is ambushed, leaving Helmut and Finn exposed, their survival hanging precariously in the balance, and the true extent of their situation remains a mystery.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. We're heading into a demonic slaughter, not a parade. Well, Snow's safety is at stake, and the mercenaries are in for a bloody fight. The Tariq Mercenary Corps isn't here to help, and Sir Miles is getting desperate. His men are exhausted, and they don't know how much farther they can push. He's got a plan, but it's not going to be easy.
Morals, trust, they're beautiful words. Survival is the key.
The demons aren't going to wait for Sir Miles to decide what to do. We're heading into a demonic slaughter, not a parade. Well, Snow's safety is at stake, and the mercenaries are in for a bloody fight. Sir Miles stands alone, dripping with blood, as the remaining mercenaries flee. He looks back at the stampede of beasts, his eyes burning with fury. His goal, to buy time for the others, but the beast's circle tightening means no escape. He pulls the sword from his gut, lunges forward, slicing a beast's heart. The creature explodes, fire licking the ground. Sir Miles collapses, the blade falling beside him. The cost? His life, his chance to lead. Yet his death fuels the others' determination. One, Darien, the Sword Saint, looks on, a hint of knowing glint in his eye. He knew Sir Miles long ago, but now, something stirs within him. He takes a step forward, putting himself between Sir Miles and the danger that's come for them. "You aren't from around here, I can see that," he says, as his hand slips to the hilt of his sword.
Danger for LS.
The mercenaries from the Paysem Mercenary Corps and Tariq Mercenary Corps close in, their movements swift and deadly. They won't let anyone stand between them and their prey. Sir Miles flinches, but his trust in Darien is evident. He pushes forward, though, knowing that survival in a place like this means making tough choices fast.
Helmut, the Forsaken Child's chapter unfolds as demonic beasts close in, their relentless pursuit forcing Helmut to confront the truth about his surroundings in a desperate bid for survival. Helmut's connection to the people he thought he could trust is irreparably shattered, leaving him to grapple with the crushing weight of his isolation and the fragility of his own existence. As the demonic horde surrounds Helmut, the true extent of his powers remains shrouded in mystery, raising the stakes for his next move and setting the stage for a catastrophic showdown.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Helmut spots Darien, the Sword Saint, in the distance. His instincts scream for caution, but something inside him forces a step forward. The forest is no place to get softer, and neither is Darien. His grip tightens on the branch, eyes locked on the saint's imposing figure. Darien, grow stronger if you want to get out of here. Helmut's instincts scream for caution as he spots Darien, the Sword Saint, in the distance. Something inside him forces a step forward. He thinks, "I've had enough of being a prey." He's no longer the one getting hunted. His hands clench into fists, and Helmut's newfound power courses through his veins like liquid fire. He's no longer just a boy living in a forest. He's a force to be reckoned with. Darien's eyes narrow, and he takes a step back, a hint of surprise on his face. Helmut takes advantage of the opening and presses his attack. The two warriors clash in a flurry of steel and fury.
I will let you live. For now.
Helmut freezes, unsure what to expect next. He's never heard Darien sound so... Wait, what's going on now? Kai is in the human world, and his skills are maxed out. But there's one thing he lacks, humanity. The stakes are high. If he fails to adapt, he'll be perceived as a monster. Who do we see now? Max, a seasoned mercenary, and Paul are trying to come up with a plan to defeat the demonic beast's minions. They know they can't take down the leader.
Stop. You're wrong. I am no longer a prey. I am now a predator. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
Helmut's world is turned upside down as he's forced to confront the brutal reality of his past. A dark truth that threatens to upend everything he thought he knew about himself. The weight of Helmut's newfound knowledge crushes him, and in a devastating moment of clarity, he's left grappling with the devastating cost of his own survival. His relationships now forever tainted. As the group's tenuous alliance begins to fray, Helmut's allies turn against him, and the deadly outcome of a volatile decision hangs precariously in the balance, leaving Helmut teetering on the edge of chaos.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Let's dive into the world of Helmut, the forsaken child, with the first beat.
Helmut's fighting strength surges. Then it bursts, overwhelming the demon beast's usual defenses. His determination has no weakness. It's like a stormy night, calm at the surface but fury brewing beneath.
Stop, you're wrong.
Helmut unleashes his entire being on the beast, aiming for a single strike that can knock it out. His will is unrelenting, pushing him to the edge. What if he fails? In a desperate bid to shatter the beast's defenses, Helmut unleashes an attack that's far more powerful than he's ever shown before. Will it be enough? Helmut's fighting strength surges. Then it bursts, overwhelming the demon beast's usual defenses. His determination has no weakness. The beast is unfazed by Helmut's assault. Its eyes remain fixed on its prey, Fien, who's frozen in terror. The beast's attack pattern is eerily similar to the ones it used before. It's almost as if it's trying to tell Helmut something. Helmut's grip on his sword tightens, his mind racing with the possibilities. He can feel the beast's power coursing through him, tempting him to give in. The beast attacks again, its movements eerily synchronized with Helmut's. What's driving this strange behavior? Wait, can this be right? Helmut's determination is unwavering, but his body is beginning to show signs of exhaustion. He's absorbing the demonic energy emanating from the beast, but it's not enough. Helmut's transformation is put on full display as he unleashes a fierce roar, his visor glowing with an otherworldly energy, and his eyes burning with an unbridled fury, leaving onlookers in awe. Helmut's desperate struggle to reclaim his identity has finally given him a sense of purpose, but at a terrible cost. The memories he once cherished with his loved ones are now shrouded in darkness, forever lost to him. As Helmut stands at the threshold of a new era, a chilling whisper echoes in his mind, Kra, hinting at an ancient, malevolent force stirring in the shadows, ready to wreak havoc on the world.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Helmut breaks free from the grasp of the demonic beasts, their territory finally behind him. He looks to Darien, the sword saint, with a mix of gratitude and uncertainty. Darien's expression is calm, but his eyes betray a deep concern for the young Helmut. Stop right there, Helmut. We have to talk. Helmut slows down, sensing a warning beneath Darien's words. He can't quite pinpoint what it is, but Darien's tone raises his hackles. Helmut is uneasy. A voice commands attention. He slows down, sensing warning beneath Darien's words. He can't quite pinpoint what it is, but Darien's tone raises his hackles. Darien's words hang in the air. We have to talk.
Helmut's connection to the mysterious force is revealed, as he discovers the truth behind his powers and the secret of his past, his destiny forever entwined. Helmut's sense of purpose is shattered as he grapples with the revelation that his existence is a mere tool for others to wield, leaving him questioning his very identity. A new threat emerges as the gathering forces of the kingdoms converge. their motivations shrouded in deceit, and Helmut finds himself caught in the crossfire, his fate hanging precariously in the balance.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week.